Kanye said that he's distancing himself from politics. He felt like he's been used.
Good.
And he's no longer in the political
Shut your
world.
dumb ass up.
Yeah. First
don't
of all,
need to hear
Kanye,
none of that shit.
you were never in politics.
Right.
You were never there.
He met with the president. He's
Yeah,
in politics.
Yeah.
He's in politics.
I mean, Trump's not in politics, guys. He's
The
in business.
fucking person that brings him his coffee met with the president. That don't make them in
Yeah,
politics.
I'm
just meeting the president doesn't put you in
He
politics.
talked about political issues with Trump. He talked about the prison system. He talked about Larry Hoover. He talked about Chicago.
He talked.
He talked. And I'm not going to lie.
Did he talk with him?
And-
I think he talked a lot.
And Kim Kardashian met with Trump as well, and she got some
I think
prisoners
her
out.
meetings were more serious than
Than
Kanye's.
Kanye's.
Probably.
Right.
And that's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Because she actually got some shit done. Like
Released
she got
that lady. That
somebody,
lady got released,
She
right?
got somebody released.
Pardoned.
Yeah.
All that shit Kanye just talked about up there.
Yeah.
What has come of that?
My thing is
Nothing.
the hat he was wearing was so fucked up. That's why I just was like, can't they get him a better
MAGA
man-
hat?
Couldn't it be like that? His hair
Right?
was
Why
mad
does it?
crushed.
Why does it?
He looked crazy.
It don't
as fuck.
sit right.
He looked like,
Like,
an
look
old
how
man.
much
He
shit.
had an old man
He
hat
made
on.
his own MAGA hat.
Look how this You're Not a Mean
He
God
made his
cast
own?
with Lord
Yeah.
Jamar
Why
and
didn't
Rod
he
Bigger
have it?
hat.
Like,
sit.
look at that. You oughta mean. See how it stands up?
Come on, it
But we
got-
could have had it cocked. He had a
Come
beat up
on.
old man hat.
Yeah, his
He
shit
had
looked
a
like
dad hat.
He had an old dad hat.
Yeah.
With
like
the
somebody
buffed up
sat on
sweatshirt.
it and then he just put it on his head.
He's like, hey, Mr. President, can you
Well,
give me a fucking autograph?
Well, Cameron on the new Dipset album calls Kanye and Uncle Tom on the first song.
I mean, listen, I love Kanye. Kanye's my man, Chicago, whatever. But he played himself. I think it's tough love. I think he should be called out on that shit. To say slavery is voluntary was a mistake. But you're gonna get the backlash. We don't hate him. Nobody hates him, man. But some people.
I dislike Kanye.
You dislike Kanye. Why you dislike Kanye? Why don't you like him? He didn't because of what he said about the slavery.
I
Yeah,
believe
those slavery
listen,
comments and
But
the other
he's
shit like
been
that.
checked on it, and I think he should be able to take his beatings, like lyrically, let them call you an Uncle Tom because you was acting like that. That was some Uncle Tom shit, but I just believe it's something else. I think I'm still giving him a chance. I'm still giving him a chance.
Let me just say this.
And
Still
here's
giving him a
the
chance.
thing. Right after he said all that shit, you saw remember there was this black meeting at the White House where you had all these black kids wearing MAGA hats,
Right.
and, posing
That's
with Trump Jr.
That was
He
stupid.
inspired
Yeah.
he inspired a lot of black people to think like that. He also inspired a lot of racists to say, "See, I told y'all. One of your people's even saying it."
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
Listen, but
he has a very
I
loud
just want to
voice.
say real quick, we have to be able to separate people from their actions. Okay? So you can love a person, but hate shit that they do.
Like
Or
white people.
say.
Like white
You
people.
see what I'm saying? So
Hate shit that they do.
as far as Kanye, he's still a black man. He's
That's
just
right.
very confused.
That's it. That's
so,
how I feel.
So on a macrocosmic level, do I love Kanye just as a black man that
Yes.
I love all black and not even just black? First, I love black people first.
You love
but
all
I
black
believe,
people.
huh?
You love all black people.
Yes, I don't love everything that black people
People do. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I love all.
I'm
Do you
gonna
love all
even
white
go
people?
as far as
No.
to say.
Hey, you do.
No, I don't.
Hey, you do. You know
I'm
you
gonna
love all
go
white
as
people.
far as to say I love all humanity.
Of course.
Okay? I love all humanity, but I don't love certain things that humans do.
Especially whites.
Especially
Especially you goddamn
humans.
Anglo-Saxons.
Now, that being said, so yeah, Kanye does a lot of dickhead shit,
Yeah.
but do I say I hate Kanye? I don't even know him like that.
So
Like,
you love Stacey Dash?
Stacey's
Sure.
an idiot. She's fine as hell.
just
Damn
on
it.
the base level of
Sheriff,
being a black woman.
That one Sheriff Clark, you love that guy?
Hell no.
Sheriff Clark?
I
Hell
don't
no.
even know who that is.
The one
Where's the
black
cowboy hat?
sheriff guy that's pro-Trump.
Nah, hell no, I don't like him.
Listen,
Fuck no.
yes.
Okay.
How about that?
I really my people,
Yes,
man.
but do
there
I
are some black
do
people
I
that need
love
to be
what he
ostracized.
does?
This guy here.
I know
Oh,
who
hell,
you're
the
talking about.
cowboy.
I know you're talking about.
And he really does not like black people. And there's sometimes we need to really, there's love for black people. We need to learn to ostracize the ones that are throwing us under the bus, that are because he was very abusive to black people, stopping them, and all kind of shit. Police brutality. He's down with that. We need to get rid of those Negroes. Those
Let me ask you
geechee
something.
head tap
How
dancing
does
ass
hating
fucking
Kanye
Negroes.
help you?
Yeah,
How does it
Kanye shouldn't
help
be
you?
hated though. Fuck
Not
that.
everything I do helps me.
Well,
you just feel a certain way. Like, and it was interesting. For example, like when I had
that's
Nick
a good
Cannon.
answer though, because you can't have it both ways. Like we as people do a lot of shit that doesn't necessarily help us or serve us
When I had,
properly, but we do it anyway, right?
When I had Nick Cannon, one of our interviews, we were talking about pedophilia, and he said that
if your uncle touch your cousin, how do you deal with that? This was my favorite uncle, but he fucked around and did something with my cousin?
I don't think it'd be cool with my uncle after that.
That's your uncle, dog. That's the dog who he said he rocking with you.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna answer the question.
Can't rock with the child molesters. We're not homies anymore.
No, because
after
you know
that.
what? That's a sickness. That's a spirit.
Is it?
100%.
Pedophilia on any level.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You fucking traumatizing a kid with that shit?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Real talk.
Because usually an uncle, a lot of times uncles don't even earn their uncleness. You know what I mean? That's real shit. Because sometimes some uncles are just uncles because they just hung around long enough. Hey, because they had your Uncle Charlie. Is he?
See, it's hard,
but
man.
there's uncles
because-
that are if you're a pedophile, there's no forgiving that shit.
right, but and so
Game
you
of
hate-
Thrones,
you
behead
hate
that son of a bitch.
about him. You hate that about him. You see what I'm saying? But do you really hate your uncle?
Yes.
Just on a base
Yes.
level?
Yes, touching your kid. If Lord,
well, first of
listen,
all,
Jamar, if
we
someone
didn't say it
touched
was
your
my
kid,
kid. We
Well,
just said
I'm
he
Well,
was
you
a
have
pedophile.
to internalize it when you think
have
about
to
these
internalize it.
concepts.
Right.
Yeah.
if someone did
Yeah,
that to
fuck
your
Okay,
child,
right. So what okay, now
I know what you would do.
listen.
I don't want to hear that
right.
shit.
Okay, but now listen. Let's just say, do you take into consideration, what if this guy was the victim of pedophilia and now this is something that's,
Oh well.
he's bringing,
He should have gotten some therapy along the way.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
so you can't,
Fuck that
so when the victim, but now you're not saying about the person he's just victimized.
He's just spread
the
it?
person he's just victimized, you feel so much empathy for that person that you now hate Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
Right? What I'm saying is, Uncle Charlie was that victim at one time.
So
possibly.
what?
And before he started touching little kids, I was cool with him.
Right.
Right,
Cool,
but
you put your finger in
understand
somebody's
that
butt.
some shit happened. Okay, let's just say, if you believe in karma, let's just say, right?
Which I do.
Okay, so do you believe in past lives and maybe that you were born again
I don't
type
know.
of karma?
Not really.
Well, let's just say that that's true, right?
Okay.
So now imagine if karma is real in those type of sense, just imagine that the child who is now getting raped in this life
Oh, man.
actually in that past life raped this other person and they're getting some sort
That
of
ain't gonna
karmic
work.
balance.
That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You telling me that's not a
That-
whoa,
that-
whoa, whoa, whoa,
that-
whoa.
that-
Hypothetical shit.
Hang on.
Okay.
So hypothetically, you're telling me that can't be a possibility if karma and reincarnation exists.
It's a possibility.
It's a-
but
That's
at the-
all.
at
That's
the
all
end
I'm
of the-
saying.
At the end of the
And
day,
if that possibility exists, and that were the case, is that some sort of universal justice in a way? You see, because everything that we can say. Listen, I'm not sitting here trying to defend pedophiles in any kind of way. Don't get me wrong.
Keep explaining.
I'm just saying that. No.
This dirt keeps falling on me.
No.
You're like Cool Hand Luke. I told you to did the
What
dirt
I'm
on that
saying
side.
is,
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
there's many different circumstances to certain things, and I still feel like the person and the person's deeds are two different things.
Okay.
And you can hate a deed and still love a person.
But
And
that
certain
deed-
deeds are come about through certain stimuli, through certain experiences that you've had in life. And to be a victim one minute and not acknowledge somebody's victimhood in the next minute when they're doing something wrong, I think is just a little extreme, and it needs to be considered.
Okay.
Okay?
So
There
agree
are
to
some
agree to
pedophiles out there
disagree.
that never got molested and they
I
just
don't-
want to fuck kids.
I
And
don't-
yeah, let's kill these motherfuckers.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, we could just agree to disagree. I
Yeah.
don't care
'Cause fuck that.
why you did it. You
Fuck,
still did it, and you still
touched a
fucked
kid.
up
Fuck
a
that.
defenseless child and fucked up
Damn
their
right.
lives
Fuck
moving forward.
that.
So fuck them.
In the
So what
jail,
do we
behead
do?
them, fuck
What
'em.
we just kill them all? We
Yes.
kill Uncle
Bye.
Charlie?
They're not gonna change.
Would you?
They're not gonna change.
I don't think pedophilia.
Would you kill
I-
your
You should lock
I
them
don't-
away.
I don't think
Lock them away.
I don't think pedophilia has the death penalty, but life in prison, I think, is a
That's
reasonable.
it. Keep
Well,
them
no,
away. They're
fuck
gonna
what
do
it
again.
has.
They're gonna do it again.
What do you feel it deserves?
Life in prison.
You
Life
don't.
in
So you don't feel it deserves death.
No, I think the person should suffer
That's
in prison.
death. That's worse death. Nice.
Yeah,
little
I think
incremental-
being in prison
What
with
about-
a bunch of
no
What
children.
about life in prison with a castration? Is
No.
that-
It's like
Whoa! I thought you hated this motherfucker. Now you letting him keep his cock? What's going on? Talk to me.
Yo, why are you trying to explain that we hate pedophilia? That's
No.
it. We don't like
You
it.
hate it, but
If
you
you
hate
want
it.
him to keep his
Whoa,
cock,
whoa,
you
whoa,
must
whoa.
support
Yeah,
pedophilia.
yeah,
You hate it to a certain degree,
Now
though.
you're getting deeper.
Well, no.
Oh,
You hate it to a
man.
certain degree. If you hate him, how far do you hate him? Not enough to
Life-
cut his dick off.
Life
And
in
not
prison.
enough to kill him. But just life in prison.
Hey,
hate
whatever
is
happens to him in
I
prison,
would-
who cares?
I would say the death penalty if it was a lot of victims and stuff like that.
Guy or girl, too.
Yeah, 100%.
Guy or girl.
So, but one victim is not enough for the death penalty.
I don't know. I'd have to.
Life in prison and raping all the time? Could he get raped all the time?
Hey, I don't
Is that
care.
good for you?
Whatever
Do you hate
happens,
him that
happens.
much?
Whatever happens, happens. Fuck you for fucking with a
See,
little
I don't
kid.
think you've really reflected on how deep your hate goes.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And that's what
Fair-
needs
fair
to
enough.
be addressed.